Lotus Squad! Welcome back to Lotus Tarot TV 444, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to the squad, and welcome to your general and love monthly reading for June. Now, Taurus, before we get into the messages at hand, I just want to let you guys know of a few changes that will be implemented on this channel. And one of the changes in particular is about my new website on Etsy. A lot of you guys have contacted me in regards to the old website that I had, but I decided in order to make it easier for those all across the globe to book a private reading with me, you guys can do so through the Etsy site linked in the description box below, and I will also include those in the comments as well. Now, I will be also adding other spiritual related items as I go, but guys, just be patient with me as I continue to build my inventory. Now, with that being said, you guys, I want to give a big thank you before I get into these messages to all of you that like, comment, and share these videos. And thank you to those of you that have booked readings with me, that have donated to this channel, that have hit that join button and become a member of this channel, and to even those of you that have bought merch from me. I really do appreciate all of your love and support, and it truly means the world to me. So thank you guys so much for that. And if you guys find that this reading does not resonate with you, I suggest you check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs for a more detailed reading, okay? Now, Taurus, things are starting to hit the fan a little bit. Well, let me not be so modest in the way I approach this and just be honest, right? A lot of shit is hitting the fan right now, and I partially blame the 4 planets that have in fact gone retrograde. So we have Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, and Venus retrograde right now. And with Pluto retrograde, you guys may be dealing with a lot of karmic shifts at this current time. So karmic debt is being paid either on your end or, you know, on other people's end that's surrounding us, or a combination of both. Now with Saturn retrograde, this is all about karma as well, in a sense, because it governs law, rules, order, and things of that nature. So when it comes to Saturn retrograde, there are a lot of things concerning, you know, things in law. So legal issues that may still be needing to be worked through. And there are also some things when it comes to those within authority, and just those within the law field in general. There's a lot that will be coming out, and especially concerning government officials and things of that nature. So, and especially when it comes to Venus retrograde as well, Taurus, when it comes to our own personal experiences and our own personal relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, and even acquaintances and family relationships, all of these will be coming to the forefront, especially when it comes to, you know, people in our lives that are from the past. So a lot of us are getting, you know, communication from exes, old friends, and just a lot of people that we may not have talked to in years or, you know, in a while. Right. So with that being said, a lot of us may be challenged with having to revisit some things from the past, especially energetically with all the astrological activity going on. There seems to be a lot karmically, emotionally, and within our relationships that will be at the focus and forefront for this month, especially Taurus. Now, the thing is, I've been noticing a lot of deceptive energy collectively for a while now. And so we have to be careful with certain people that we choose to, you know, give our time and energy and efforts to. Now, when it comes to Jupiter retrograde, just to wrap up the astrological influences of the energies from this month through into the fall, Jupiter retrograde is all about prosperity, wealth, abundance, luck. And so while this is retrograde, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, your ability to manifest abundance is, you know, held back or anything. It's just basically things are a little bit slowed down. So for those of you that are building wealth, focusing on building generational wealth, or focusing on gaining money, finding other ways to get money, these things are starting to be developed and established. But more so towards the fall, when everything starts to go direct, that's when we see that we will hit the ground running, and so will our projects and our goals. So a lot of us would do well with implementing patience right now, but there's definitely something that calls to me when it comes to everything collectively. Right now, we seriously need to do a purge of our relationships, of our emotions, and a lot of things will start to be dredged up, especially because a lot of us are tapping into that Christ consciousness. A lot of us are starting to, you know, ascend and awaken. A lot of us are ready for this, and some of us are not ready. But ready or not, here it comes. Change. And while we are embracing change, Taurus, it may pose to be challenging and also a little bit scary. But let me just put it this way, Taurus. Whatever's going on with your relationships, I see your friendships are great. You have a lot of people surrounding you right now where they equally have a full cup to bring to the table, just like you do. There are a lot of things to celebrate right now. So you're maybe meeting up for drinks, meeting up and hanging out, things of that nature. And there's a lot of happiness here. You're celebrating something, celebrating some sort of success. And for some of you, it may be something creative that you've been working on for a while. And now you get to go out and splurge and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Now, what I'm seeing is the Hanged Man reversed. Okay. Now, this speaks volumes to me because there's something that needs to be let go of, but either we're not letting someone go or something go, or somebody else is not letting us go, and it's really causing a lot of delays when it comes to our progress concerning our goals and concerning our ambitions. Now, I see 2 3s though, and we touched on a little bit with the Venus retrograde and how that has a lot to do with all sorts of relationships in your life. So I'm seeing that this could be pertaining to either 3 people specifically in your life, or some of you guys could be dealing with third-party situations, triangulation, right? And I'm seeing a lot of that. So a lot of you guys may have sought refuge in your friends, but there seems to be a lot of egoistic people, only ego-based. They only are led by the flesh, and some of you guys have just looked down at the clock. Some of you guys may be seeing 222 as well, and we'll see the other numbers that come through as well. But there may be other angel numbers that you're seeing as well. Now, 222, I just want to bring this up since it did catch my eye here. It's all about decision making at this point and regaining balance within yourself and regaining balance within your relationship and your life as a whole. And right now, I think we have a lot of decisions to make, Taurus. Now, see, and there's another 3. Look. Y'all, I can't make this shit up. There's another 3 right here. 3 of Pentacles reversed, and now it's challenged by the 8 of Pentacles reversed. Wow. I see the Magician. I'm liking it. 5 of Cups. Okay. Now, you know what? Yeah, there's definitely some narcissists up in this bitch. Nope.
Now, you know what? Yeah, there's definitely some narcissists up in this bitch. Nope.
Hell no, just wait until I go in on these people here, y'all. Okay, so we have everything laid out. Let's get into the nitty gritty, right, Taurus? So what I'm seeing is you guys are definitely having no issue manifesting what it is that you need and what it is that you desire. You guys are living up to your fullest potential. You're tapping into your higher self at this point. A lot of you guys are realizing that the resources around you right now that you have at your disposal, you're able to use these resources to be able to get you where you need to go. But there is a situation here where, to those of you dealing with third-party situations, or even to those of you dealing with multiple people in your life in general, where this reading will reference them, and you'll know as I go, right? But whoever this reading is referring to, we're deciding not to collaborate with just about everybody. If they're not a friend, we're not collaborating with it. So if it has something to do with triangulation, somebody found out somebody was cheating, and we've decided, you know what, maybe you guys were living together for some of you. You guys have decided no. Maybe you guys might have 3 kids with somebody here, or you're maybe in a relationship with somebody that has 3 kids with somebody else. Some of you guys could have found out that they're either still messing with the other parent of their children, or they're messing around in general. And some of you guys that did in fact live with each other, if that resonates for those of you that do, we're deciding that we're not collaborating anymore. We're done. Now let me fix my necklace, y'all, because I know when I go back and edit this video, I'm gonna be a little annoyed that it's not lined up. Now, what I'm seeing with this 3 of Pentacles reversed as well, there could have been a situation where some of us may have ended up, wanting to move forward with some sort of job or career here. Maybe we wanted to move forward with school, but there may have been something that came up that you did not plan for that came about to where it may have either delayed your plans or put a halt to them altogether. And the reason why I say this is because I see it could be a fire sign or an earth sign where this energy is prevalent to the person causing blockages and obstacles. It could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn male, or an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius male here as well, or they could just have fire and earth in their chart, right? What I'm seeing here is that somebody that does not have the skills to be a good parent, somebody does not have the skills to be able to hold a good job, somebody does not have the skills to build together. They do not have the ability to stand on their own 2 feet and be able to be a provider that they're supposed to be, especially when it comes to romantic relationships, right? And what I'm seeing is somebody has been doing a lot of procrastinating. Somebody's not really making an effort. Somebody stopped working. Somebody's not paying the bills. If you guys have a roommate situation, you know, there may be a fatherly figure that stopped paying bills. If you do, in fact, have your parents staying with you to help them, and you're saying that maybe if you're dealing with a fatherly figure here that doesn't want to pay their own way, you're going to decide, you know what, I'm going to kick them out. I don't have time for this. There's also a situation where some of us may have applied to certain work opportunities here, and we may have gotten word that, hey, we can't move forward because of the shutdown from before, you know, before everything started opening back up. But there could also be a situation where somebody just simply was not qualified. Maybe somebody was trying to apply for a managerial position and just wasn't qualified, especially, you know, when it comes to workplace references, you guys, and family references. You know, some of you guys may just have kids with somebody. So for those of you that do have kids, it could be up to 1, 2, or 3 kids. For the majority of you where this energy is prevalent. Some of you guys may just simply be dealing with the father of your kids, for the women out there. Now again, to the men that watch my channel, if the shoe doesn't fit, please don't put it on, okay? But I'm just telling you what I see, okay? So I mean no disrespect. Keep in mind these energies can go vice versa. So if it's not you doing it to somebody else, then it's somebody else doing it to you. Just keep that in mind, right? But I see somebody here that's not being a good father. They're not taking care of the kids. They have their mom, or they have the grandparents taking care of the kids. They have everybody else taking care of the kids. They're not babysitting. They're not paying for babysitting. They're not paying for the bills. That maybe they're, you know, paying for things that they don't need to be paying for, or because they're not working and not looking for work. That's also an issue here that I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that some of you guys may be dealing with somebody in your family. It could be a father or grandfather for some of you. So maybe your own father or your own grandfather here is a narcissist, and some of you guys may have chosen a narcissist to date or have kids with, and this person is just sleeping around everywhere, especially to the fire signs, the male fire signs that's reversed here. Definite narcissist, definite, you know, they're all about sex, they're all about appearances, you know, they're really arrogant. They think that they can have anybody that they want. They think that they have the gift of gab, but they're really just dumb as hell to anybody with a brain, you know. And what I'm seeing here is that there's just somebody that just does not value commitment and the sanctity of marriage. They do not value their friendships. They don't value anything but themselves. They're self-important. They have an overinflated sense of self-importance. And they're outright abusive. Some of you guys can be dealing with abuse in the workplace. So let's say you're not dealing with, you know, maybe you're not in a relationship. Maybe you're not dealing with any friends right now. But you're dealing with somebody here, maybe in the workplace, where there's a manager of a company that is just abusive, period. And if you guys are dealing with the father of your kids who's acting this way, they don't want to take care of the kids, they're not paying for child support, we're going to go ahead and throw the book at them at this point, because somebody, and it could have a lot to do with the fact that maybe you did get child support out of somebody, for the women out there that applies to, but they're not working, and so therefore they're not able to pay. They don't care if they get back child support that they have to take care of, because they don't plan on taking care of their responsibilities. I'm also seeing, to the entrepreneurs out there, there's definitely a situation where somebody is not being a leader. There's somebody that's a follower here, somebody that will throw anybody under the bus to suit their own agenda. There's somebody here that is ruthless. They are unconcerned with other people's feelings, and they just want to smash and dash, period, point blank. I'm also seeing somebody here that's very stagnant. Somebody's very stubborn, and aside pride and arrogance, you know, as if they just couldn't get enough of the worst qualities to have, you know, within somebody's character, they decided to go ahead and tack on laziness. They're boring, you know, they decided to tack on the fact they ain't got no damn money. They got to stay up under a woman. No offense to the men again. The shoe doesn't fit, but there's somebody here that's doing it. Somebody may have a son, you know, or 2 sons and a daughter, or 2 daughters and a son, or whatever the case may be. Somebody is really just not doing right. They're not doing right. And we're not working with them anymore. A lot of us have decided, you know what, I'm done with this shit. Somebody may even come to a point to where they're losing their kids or something like that, or lost their kids. There's just a lot going on. Now, when it comes to parents, your parents, Taurus, a lot of us are identifying the abusive parents. Maybe we've always known, and maybe we just kept trying, hoping that things would change for the better. But now we've decided once and for all, we're not going to help. We're not going to help financially. We're not going to let these people live with us, especially when they're not trying to do anything to better themselves, especially when they're being lazy. You know, they're not even cooking. They're not even cleaning. They're not even taking care of anything that they're supposed to be taking care of. But they're worried about what everybody else is doing. The advice, you guys, if you guys are in fact living together with somebody, if you guys are dealing with abusive family members, if you guys are dealing with abuse in the workplace, and even if you are dealing with abusive partners, it's time to complete the cycle. It's time to move. For For those of you stressing about work right now, maybe you guys have been trying to go to, and I also just saw when I looked at the time, by the way, some of you guys may be seeing 444 and not just on this channel. That has also a good indication, as a side note, that you are on the right spiritual path. Things are starting to manifest for you in regards to your goals. So right now, especially concerning people, I see a lot of work, family, friends, and romantic partnership references to this entire reading. And right now, a lot of us may have to spend a lot of money. Some of us may have been staying with somebody toxic because it was easier not to have to worry about paying all the bills. And maybe they were helpful in some way for a time, but now that we know that they're not following through on anything that they say that they're going to do, they're not putting any money in to pay the bills, they're not taking care of anything, we basically are doing it by ourselves anyway, so we might as well just go ahead and move somewhere else and do it by ourselves. Some of us are, fearing being alone, Taurus. But I'd rather be alone than to be surrounded by people that don't give a damn about me. And I think that you guys have known that feeling all too well. Some of you guys were supposed to get an inheritance, or maybe you were getting help from a family member here. Maybe it was a mother or father for some of you guys, but the father decided to cut you off. Keep in mind, you guys will find what you're looking for. Please don't stress. But it's time to make more of an effort, you guys. Stop hanging around people that are distracting you. Stop hanging around stubborn people. Stop hanging around people that are using you, because I see a lot of that. And I think that's where this Five of Cups comes in, because at this point, this is resulting in a loss. We're going to end up deciding to separate, but some of us may be dealing with a lot of sadness. Some of us have been crying a lot lately. Some of us will be crying over a situation here. Stressed. But try to maintain an attitude of gratitude. Matter of fact, everybody in the comment section right now, what are at least 3 things that you are grateful for? Because maintaining an attitude of gratitude will help you get through any sort of losses concerning relationships. There's somebody here that's regretful, they're sad, they know that they made a mistake, and I think somebody's getting caught. But right now, things have yet to come to light. So things are still happening, but on a subconscious level, Taurus, somebody knows what's up. Somebody's very intuitive here, and maybe they may not always speak on what they're picking up on intuitively, but they know what's up. And Taurus, this may be your energy that you're embodying, but you just don't have any concrete proof. But I'm going to tell you like this. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio as well for some of you. I also see Gemini coming up, where you're going to find out about third-party situations. You guys have some decisions to make, and you guys may need to choose between multiple people, or maybe you guys are being chosen between you and somebody else, and they're not making a choice. It's time to keep it moving, because there's somebody coming in almost like a white knight in shining armor. This could be male or female, where somebody's going to express how they really feel, and they're coming in while you're still in a situation where you're being triangulated, and somebody's not making a choice because they want to have their cake and eat it too. They're not going to change. They're stubborn as hell. They don't want to hear or listen to reason and wisdom. So it's time to go ahead and keep it moving. A lot of us would do well with trying to find ways to make money utilizing our talents, such as our hobbies. So some of us may like to draw, sing, paint, or whatever the case may be. Tap into that energy, but make a decision and make it now. Because this card right here, the Lovers, is all about indecision. It's all about indecision. And I see the World here, you guys. Complete a cycle. It's time to travel and move on, you guys. It's time to definitely complete a cycle. Somebody's not going to change. Stop waiting for people to change. Some of you guys have been waiting for years. And they may start off doing well for a week or two, or maybe even a couple days or two, and just end up falling off altogether. And it's the same old song and dance every single time. But I'm going to tell you like this. You guys will start to see a lot more synchronicity. For sure. Some of you guys could be seeing a lot of 333s as well. That is all about your angels trying to communicate with you that they are there for whenever you need them. So whenever you need to reach out to your angel, I always swear by Archangel Michael, whenever you need to reach out to God, reach out and ask for help when you don't have the strength. You will start to see a lot more synchronicities. Start to see more repeating, repetitive angel numbers. Start to see more, messages that align with your current journey through song, through television, through, conversations in passing. You'll just hear something and be like, you know what, I needed to hear that. But complete the cycle. It's time to move on. It's time to travel, go see the world. Step outside of your comfort zone. And don't let anybody come in here trying to tell you or dictate what the hell you're doing and not doing. But staying silent in the face of evil, that has got to come to an end, you guys. And you know what? Just to wrap this up, Taurus, 4 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, somebody's real possessive. They're real jealous. They don't want you talking to anybody else but them. So even if you're talking to, another friend, or, you're just going out and doing your own thing, they have a problem with it. And they make a big deal out of it. I see somebody here that's all about greed, so they just want to take everything. They want to take all the time. They want to take all your money. They want to take all what you got. They want to have everything. They want to have it all the time. But they end up losing it all because when you hold on too tightly to someone or something, it ends up slipping through your fingers. But I'm going to tell you like this, whatever fears that you have about ending a situation, whatever fears that you're feeling concerning the fact that somebody's not going to change, please believe that, because these people that this reading is referring to, you'll know who I'm talking about. Whoever this is, you need to let them go because they're not going to change. Ever. Your love is not going to heal them because they're not looking to change. And the only way that they can save themselves is by saving themselves. Sometimes you got to be cruel to be kind. And some of us are hoping, that we don't have to end a situation because we don't want to be alone. We don't want to have to pay all the bills. We don't want to have all this weight on our shoulders. But at the end of the day, it's better to be alone, quite literally, than to be lonely in a sea of people. And whatever you want to do creatively, continue to take action on that. Going to see your friends, and there could be a lot of people coming in where somebody's bringing money, bringing gifts, things like that. Pay attention to the people that value you. Pay attention to the people that actually give a shit, But everybody else is doing all this extra, Taurus. They need to go ahead and kick rocks with no socks and flip-flops, girl. You need to tell them, chunk the deuce. Okay. So, Taurus. With that being said, that is what I have for you for June. Guys, let me know in the comments what resonated with you, as well as your 3 things that you are grateful for. And once again, guys, please don't forget to check out that Etsy website where you can book private readings with me, among other spiritual related items coming soon. And thank you to those of you that have liked, commented, and shared these messages. Till next time, you guys, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.